Hello there, welcome to our session. This time, pag-usapan naman natin yung cash surrender value. After this, what is cash surrender value? Pag narinig natin yon, yung cash surrender value, it seems na merong kinalaman sa life insurance. Tama ka. So, meron siyang kinalaman sa life insurance. Now, hindi lang basta-basta insurance, but life insurance. No? So, I'd like to share with you, before we begin, let's start with a discussion on this cash surrender value, what it's all about. So, this particular topic is also one of the most favorite topics dito sa Intermediate Accounting 1 na lumalabas din sa CPA board exam. So pag-aralan muna natin, kasi itong cash surrender value, ano ba to? Is this a current asset or a non-current asset? So cash surrender value, the entity may insure the life of its officers and name itself the beneficiary. So pwedeng yung president nung company or yung CEO, whoever the officer that might be. Pwedeng COO. The accounting, COO means child of the owner. Nice. Chief Operating Officer. But in many cases, merong mga COO na child of the owner. Okay. The next one is the accounting for the payment of the insurance premium will depend on whether the beneficiary is the entity or the officer itself. Okay, now, if the beneficiary of the officer insured or any person other than the entity, like yung asawa ng officer, there's no accounting problem that exists dito or involved dito. No, so, because the payment of the premium is simply charged to insurance expense. It's like any other expense. An accounting problem will arise when the beneficiary is the entity itself. Now, under our law, a life insurance has a cash surrender value and the loan value. Okay, now, a cash surrender value is the amount which the insurance firm will pay upon the surrender or cancellation of the insurance policy. So, this includes the following requisites. Letter A, the policy is a life policy. Okay, so hindi siya pwedeng other non-cash or non-life insurance like fire accident or any other non-life policies. Must be a life policy. Premiums for 3 full years must have been paid. So, kailangan bayad yun, yung at least 3 taon na yun. While in some cases, of course, merong mga end of 2 years lang. No? So, depende rin sa company yan kung ano yung policy nila. And the policy is surrendered at the time of the 3rd year or any time thereafter. So that's the CSV or the cash surrender value legally commences to accrue at the end of the 3rd year. So matapos yung ika-3 taon. Well, like I said a while ago, in some cases merong mga 2 years lang. No? So depende rin dun sa company. And the CSV, ito na yung whether it is classified as current or non-current, it is non-current investment. So investment siya under non-current. Okay, so on the other hand, a loan value is the amount which the insured can borrow from the insurance firm with the cash surrender value as collateral security. So the loan shall not be deducted from the cash surrender value but accounted for as an ordinary obligation. So pwedeng niyang gawing collateral yung cash surrender value. So here are the accounting procedures. As we can see, upon payment of the insurance premium, so there's a debit to life insurance expense. So ito yung premium na binabayaran. Okay, so this may be, of course, monthly or maybe quarterly. So depende dun sa policy. So life insurance expense, debit and credit cash. And the adjustment of the unexpired premium at the end of the period. So debit prepaid life insurance. So kung mas malaki yung premium, no? Hindi pa siya hindi pa siya na expense in other words, no? So normally if it's 1 year, so kung meron pa siyang may excess siya, okay, hindi pa na expired itong expense, yung insurance, then there's a debit to prepaid life insurance and a credit to life insurance expense. So this is just like the typical adjustments we normally do sa pagka at the end of the year yung accruals. And the next one, dividends received on the life policy are not income but a reduction of the life insurance expense. So there's a debit. So pag kami natanggap na dividends, so debit to cash and credit to life insurance expense. So hindi pa siya yung so itong dividends policy. And then the next one, letter D, initial recognition of the CSV at the end of the third year. Okay, so debit cash surrender value, credit life insurance expense, and credit retained earnings. Ayan. So the initial cash surrender value is regarded as applicable to 3 years of the life policy. So that portion of the cash surrender value applicable the current year or 1/3 of the 3 years is credited dito sa life insurance expense. Pero yung portion naman na applicable to prior years is credited to retained earnings or yung 2/3. Okay, now on the upon recognition of the cash surrender value subsequent to the third year, ito na. So debit cash surrender value and credit to life insurance expense. Now, upon receipt of the proceeds of the life insurance, entry letter F, receipt of the proceeds of the life policy. So pag kami nangyari dun sa officer ng company, okay, some let's say na namatay na, so debit cash for whatever, no? Say 1 million, 2 million, 5 million. And credit cash surrender value. Ito yung mga dinebit natin during those previous year, no? Okay, ganun yung pag-account niya. And parang sinasara na natin siya dito. No? And yung life insurance policy, life insurance expense, no? Okay, debit credit also for life insurance expense. So mamaya papakita natin yung computation nito. And the balancing figure is gain on life insurance. Now the amount to be credited to cash surrender value should be adjusted, the adjusted balance at the time of death. The gain on life insurance settlement is determined as follows. So, pag-compute niyan, yung face ng policy, halimbawa, 2 million, tapos less yung cash surrender value, yung mga na-debit natin dito sa mga previous entries na to. This one, saka This one. Okay, and then plus the unexpired portion, unexpired premium. So ibabawas natin ngayon dun sa face ng policy. So dun natin makukuha yung gain on insurance settlement. Moving forward, let's take an example here. So an entity insured the life of the president for 2 million pesos, the entity being the beneficiary of an ordinary life policy. So the annual premium is 30,000. So ito yung binabayaran ng company dun sa insurance company. Okay, yung firm, yung private firm dun sa insurance company. The policy was dated January 1, 2020 and carried the following cash surrender value. Again, yung cash surrender value, this is similar to, ito yung pinaka parang return. No? Okay, so as we can see here, during the end of the policy year and the cash surrender value, 2020, wala pa siyang cash surrender value. In other words, wala pang return. Kasi after the third year pa, tapos second year, wala pa rin. Tapos at the end of 2022, yan na, so meron na siyang return. Like we said, no, in some cases, meron mga companies kahit 2 years pa lang. No? And yung sa, 2023, 42,000 yung cash surrender value. And noong 2024, it's 58 increase to 58,000. Okay, so ito yung, kumbaga, kasi investment yan. So nag-i-increase yan kada taon. Ayan yung binabayaran ng insurance company doon sa insured na firm or yung insured na officer doon sa firm na yon. So the entity used the calendar year as the fiscal period. The president died on June 30, 2024. Lungkot naman ito. No? Talagang tinaningan. No? And the policy was collected on July 31, 2024. So after about a month. So the journal entries on 2020, January 1, ito yung start nung date nung policy. So debit life insurance expense for 30,000 and credit cash for 30,000. Yung contribution sila. 2021, so January 1, life insurance expense, so ganun pa rin, no? So, and cash for 30,000, so wala pang cash surrender value. Kasi after 2 years pa lang. And during its third year, so debit life insurance expense for 30,000 and cash for 30,000. Okay, and then nung December 31, yung cash surrender value, which is 30,000, so meron na siyang yung return, no? After the third year. So life insurance expense, which is yung current 10,000, tapos yung previous, which is 2/3, no, or 2/3, kasi 3 years yun, no? So this is 20,000. Yan. So nung ito naman 2023, so debit natin, so magbabayad pa rin siya ng premium. So life insurance expense for 30,000 and credit cash for 30,000. Tapos nung end of the year 2023, cash surrender value for 12,000 and life insurance expense for 12,000. To recognize the increase in the cash surrender value at the end of the fourth year of the policy. So kung nakita natin sa example kanina, that's 42,000. Ayun. Okay, from 30,000 to 42,000. So merong 12,000 siya na increase. Okay, so this is in 2023. So that's why debit to cash surrender value for 12,000 and credit life insurance expense for 12,000. So mapapansin natin dito yung increase ng cash surrender value, yung investment nila. Now, nung 2024, ganun pa rin, magbabayad pa rin sila ng life insurance expense for 30,000, yung premium, and credit cash for 30,000. On June 30, dito nadali o namatay so, yung president ng company. So debit cash surrender value for 8,000 and credit life insurance expense for 8,000. Ayan. So kasi from dito dito yung hanggang dito na lang yung computation nung cash surrender value since dito na binawian ng buhay yung officer nung company, yung insured na officer. So ito yung computation lang yan. So to recognize the increase in CSV at the end of the fourth policy year. So balance nung December 31, 2024 was 58,000. So going back here again, yung computation na yun, ayun, 58,000. Okay, in-increase to 58,000. And yung ano niya, yung balance nung December 31, 2023 na 42,000 yung previous year. So meron siyang 16,000 na increase in CSV. Okay? So itong since half a year lang, so that's why kasi hanggang June 30 lang, so that's why 1/2 or 6 months lang. So 8,000. So that's why debit to cash surrender value for 8,000 and life insurance expense for 8,000. So ito na yung pinaka-return ng investment ng company. Of course, makokollect na nila yung policy, yung insurance, no? Okay, so kung magkano man yung amount dun sa policy, which is 2 million, no? Okay, so debit cash for 2 million and ito yung credit cash surrender value for 50,000, life insurance expense for 15,000, and the balancing figure is credit to gain on life insurance settlement for 1,935,000. Now the computation here is the face of the policy is 2 million pesos. Ito yung matatanggap upon the death of the insured. Tapos yung cash surrender value is 50,000. Okay, so yung computation niyan, yung cash surrender value dito na 8,000 naka-debit and yung cash surrender na 12,000, no? Okay, yung previous 2 years na yun. So that would be 20,000 plus yung 30,000 na cash yung taon-taon, no? So again, compute natin. So yung cash surrender value na 50,000 or this one, no? Ito yung in-entryhan natin dito, no? So makikita natin dito doon sa third year. So meron tayong the end of its third year, merong 30,000 na cash surrender value na debit. And meron ring 12,000 the following year. Okay, so that is 42,000. And yung 8,000 yung partial na cash surrender value dito. So for a total of 42 plus 8 is 50,000. Okay, so yung 50,000 na yon, so ito yon. So credit cash surrender value for 50,000 and yung unexpired premium since 6 months lang yon, so 6/12 times 30,000, so that's 15,000. So 2 million less 50,000 cash surrender value less unexpired premium will give you gain on life insurance settlement for 1,935,000. Ayun. Okay? So if you have any questions with regard to this topic on cash surrender value, you may write down your comments. And of course, you may suggest topic that you want us to discuss in the future, no? About yung of course, not only dito sa intermediate accounting, but also in other subjects like strategic cost management, strategic management, no? Okay, taxation. Just write your comments. Okay, write down your comments there. Okay, so subscribe. God bless and stay safe.